The only way that you can have any idea and any direction, any rudder, as to where you're actually going. That's one of the things I don't like about, like, the LA rock music. It doesn't have any roots at all. Its roots are based completely in Hollywood and Tinseltown. What you need to do is look for different influences and go back to things and rediscover things.
The blues is something that you sort of dedicated a part of your musical life to interpreting.
Well, I've had no choice. It's the most evocative music form that I know, you know, the most spellbinding. And I don't know, the performances that you don't get a great guitar performance from something by Hedgehoppers Anonymous or Nick Kamen, you know, or even Nick Kershaw, but you get it out of Jeff Beck or Jimmy Page or anybody you like playing a solo where you really play it. Well, I sing it like I really sing it.
What is it left for Paul Stanley and Kiss to do?
More. We want to go in the studio when the tour's done and do really the best album we've done. We're going to try to do an album that tops Destroyer. So it's the first record, or maybe the third record or fourth record. And that's I think, the most rewarding thing of it all, is to the people that have been there and supported you and grown with you all along and never wanted anything more from you than another record. And that's great.
Now, you guys have made no bones about it that you're a metal band.
Oh, yeah.
From the start, you're
always wanting to be.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you've survived through, like, what, you've been around since '73 as a band?
Yeah, well, I joined the band in '71, so it's 20 years next year.
But you've gone through, like, the disco era, the punk,
the lot,
and,
absolutely.
And now, you know, with the rap situation, things like that, and now you guys are as strong as you ever were, or even stronger.
Yeah, I think it just shows you, Dan, that this kind of music is going to be around for as long as people. You guys out there that don't like it, tough, you know, because it's going to be around for a long, long time. And we suffered in the early '70s. Back in the UK and Europe before we came over to this part of the world, and everybody was saying metal was a dinosaur, dead, boring, you know. But here it is, going into the last decade of this century, as stronger and as more powerful than ever, with Priest and all these other great new bands that are about. It's the best thing to be in right now.
We just want to keep going, you know, and we don't see really any end. You know, nobody in the band is going, oh God, I'm you know, okay, I'm 29 years old and geez, maybe I should retire by the time I'm 40. You know, no one's saying that stuff. Everybody wants to just keep going, and we want to be like the Stones, you know, and just endless, just always there and always putting out good music. I mean, that's what we are. We're rockers, you know.
We call this segment of the program Limp and Lame. We're going to touch on some of the less popular aspects of metal in 1990. And one of the things that we're going to hit on right away is Warrant's video for Cherry Pie. Rolling Stone magazine said, it is so bad and so awful, the best thing about it could have been if Jenny Lane had got hit in the mug with the cherry pie. Power Hour pal Sebastian Bach of Skid Row had a complaint in 1990. He complained as a Canadian he had to go south of the border to make a career in music.
They somehow think it's unpatriotic or something to go south of the border, you know, to be in a band or to make it in music, but there's not a lot of heavy metal that is, you know, that is signed a lot in Canada, and that's the type of music I, you know, like and always listened to and wanted to play. So when I went down there, you know, I wasn't allowed to be a part of the Junos or anything like that, although the Toronto Music Awards said, well, we're not going to listen to what you people say. We know he's from here. Because, like, you know, I tried to grow up, you know, on the streets of Toronto with, you know, playing the Gasworks and, you know, all those places. I've said this in a million interviews. But, yeah, because I always loved this town. And this is where I come when I'm off the road, because this is where I like to hang out. And a lot of my friends are here. So, you know, maybe in the future, if people start going, you know, that guy's from here and he sold, you know, I mean, our first record sold 5.5 worldwide. I don't even think Atlanta Miles is at that point. And I'm just as much from Canada as she is, so.